Hi guys, this is Maeva from Murphy's Library and this is You've Got Mail number 65. This is our first attempt to record a You've Got Mail as a vlog in English. We've been doing vlogs for over the past year or so. We've been doing Portuguese. For those of you who don't know, both me and Guta, we are Brazilian, born and raised in Brazil. So we have a Portuguese Brazilian version of the blog and also the English version. I moved to the US in January 2010, so yes, I do have an accent and English is my second language, so I may say some stuff wrong. I know my accent sometimes bugs some people, so I apologize for that already. And we are doing the vlogs in Portuguese for a while now, and a couple of our visitors actually saw the videos and asked us to make them in English as well. So this is an attempt. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know if you guys are going to like, so please let us know what you think of it. Basically, how does it work? I actually, in the past, I don't know, couple of months or so, I've been only getting ebooks, so when I have only ebooks, when I don't actually have the hard copy to show, I show the cover of the book and I talk a little bit about it. We also always link, not always, but in the past few months, we started linking the books in the post to Amazon and Barnes & Noble. So if you want to know a little bit more about the book, just click there and it will take you to the page on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, and there you can find out more about the book. If it's a book that we have already reviewed, we also post a link for the review, and we avoid telling spoilers when we're doing the videos. For example, one of the books I'm going to talk about today is a sequel of a book that I have already reviewed, but I know not all of you have read the book, so I'm pretty much just gonna briefly talk about it, but not giving spoilers, because I know if I talk a lot about the book, if you haven't read the first one, then everything's gonna be a spoiler for you. So the first book I'm going to talk about today is Darkness Falls from Kate Tierna, and this is the book I was talking about. It's the second book in the Immortal Beloved trilogy. I have already read the Immortal Beloved and I have already posted my review. So I finished reading Immortal Beloved and right away I got Darkness Falls because I just had to find out how the story goes from the end of Immortal Beloved. And I finished Darkness Falls, Dying for Eternally Yours, that only comes out here in the US in May, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really dying to find out how the story ends, and I really like Darkness Falls. I'm going to try to post my review of this book probably this week if I have time to. Second book I'm going to talk about is Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. I got this RC on NetGalley. I literally just finished reading it. A little bit before I sat down here to record my You've Got Mail videos, both in Portuguese and in English, I finished reading it and I love it. It's a young adult contemporary romance and tells the story of Noah and Echo. They are both teenagers, senior year on high school, and they both have family issues. Echo's mom tried to kill her a couple years ago, and she doesn't remember exactly what happened in the night that her mom tried to kill her. And she's trying to figure out what happened, trying to find out what happened. And she is doing therapy with therapist / social worker in the school, and this therapist asks her to help Noah, tutoring him in calculus. Noah is the typical bad boy. He is the guy who is known in school for one-night stands with the girls, and everybody knows he's a drug addict. And they end up together in these tutoring classes, and they end up getting to know each other a little bit more, and as you can expect, they get involved with each other. Noah's parents died in a fire that burned down his house, and he also has two younger brothers. He's been placed in foster families for a while now. He goes bounces from one to the other one, and he really wants to get his brothers to live with him. They are both placed in a different family than Noah's. So the story is pretty much about Echo and Noah trying to figure out all these problems and trying to, stay together, even though they're completely different people. And I really like the book. I think it's awesome, and I'm looking forward to writing my review of it, so you can expect this in the next week or so. Third book I'm going to talk about, it's also an RC. Guta literally just sent me the RC. She has read it and she loved it, and our tastes for books are quite similar, so I am guessing I'm going to like it too. She sent me because she needs someone to read the book so she can talk about it with someone. It's The Lost Girl by Sangu Mandana. And it tells the story of Eva. Eva is an echo, which I believe they say echo instead of clone. She was born to replace a girl after this girl dies. She's been studying this girl, every single thing this girl does, so she can actually replace the girl. And when the girl dies out of blue in a car accident, if I'm not mistaken, she starts doubting, having some questions if she should really replace this girl or not. And Guta really liked the book. Guta has not written her review of it yet, so hopefully I'll read the book soon and we'll probably figure it out in some time so we can actually write a review together. The last book I'm going to talk about today is Pure by Julian Bagot. I actually saw a review of this book because it's been just released in Brazil, and this book's been sitting on my wish list for a while, but it's not my top priority. And I mentioned that to one of my friends who is also a book blogger. She's Brazilian, and I read the review on her blog, and it kind of made me think of Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi, which is a book I have read already and posted my review, because it's a dystopian story and it tells the story of two characters, and they've been placed in different areas. One's been confined inside this dome, and it's the pure one, the one who's not been affected by a nuclear explosion. And he's seeking to find out the truth about his mother. And the other character is a girl who's been outside, so she was affected by this nuclear explosion, and she's been genetically modified then. And she has to go fight, apparently, something like that, and she doesn't want to, so she runs away. And somehow in the middle of it, they both meet each other and they try to help each other. So it reminded me of Under the Never Sky, and I'm curious to read it and find out if it's something similar to it or it's just the contest. So this is it. Please let us know what you guys think of it. If you think this is cool, if you think this is something we should do on a regular basis, or just quit it all over. And we haven't had You've Got Mail every week. We're doing it every week or so because we're running out of time for the blog, and sometimes I just don't have books to show. I know that Guta always has tons of books that she receives from the Brazilian publishers. It works a little different in Brazil. She receives them for review. She also buys some books. So I know some of you may be interested in seeing how the Brazilian version of the books look like. They are pretty much, most of it, books that have been published in the US and also in other countries. So we thought that this will be interesting for you guys. But if not, please let us know. Okay? And I guess I will see you guys. Bye-bye.